Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is your girl, the beauty influencer. It is 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. That means that it is time for a little tea and wild thoughts with me. And I hope that you are feeling blessed and well. You may be watching this at a later date and time on YouTube. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it may be. Welcome. I am grateful that you are here. Just getting the vibe right as I always do. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You can definitely check out my products from the self-care store. Like I said, I'm getting the vibe right. I have all types of products for self-care, body scrubs, body butters, beauty sprays. I also do the Palo Santo and the Sage, which I have in my energy clearing kit. But this is Florida water, homemade Florida water, not the kind that you just get from the store. It has juniper berry, cloves, bergamot, lavender, lemon peel. There's like it really genuinely smells amazing. It's kind of like a home perfume. It's used for spiritual cleansing of your body and environment. And so unisex, smells absolutely amazing. So make sure to check out the self-care store. You can also check me out at Essential Aesthetics and Laser in Charlotte, where we do everything to get your skin and body right. Good morning and welcome. Chemical peels, facials. I will be having microneedling done this week. I'm excited to try that. It just brings the healing from deeper in the dermal layer. Good morning, Ziki. It gets rid of acne scars, hyperpigmentation. It just gives you the glow, honey, and get it all together. So yes, I'm trying microneedling this week. I will be reporting on that and letting you know. You can also sign up for my email list at my website, which is thebeautyinfluencer.org, and stay updated on all the good things that I have going on. Yes, needle it down. I cannot wait. I'm like, Essential, give me all the things. I think I did a post, or either a post is coming, about my the perfect peel when I did that. So yes, I'm here to inform the folks about just all the amazing skincare that is available, honey. It takes effort. It may take a little coin, but we get it together and it's all worth it. It's worth it to me. Laser hair removal, we do that too. Tattoo removal, we do that too. You gonna try it? Yes. Come through, folks. Come through. We will get you right. And so, yes, the weekend was amazing. I am still, celebrating my birthday. My 40th birthday was on March 19th. Went to work. We did some celebrating there. It's just been amazing. I really feel lots. You'll end up lovely. I just been feeling all the love, and I'm just so grateful, for where I am in my life. Like, I just, 40 just feels good. I have no problem saying, like, yes, I'm 40 years old, and I am loving it. I think I've worked really hard to develop the relationships I have, like all of you amazing folks. Just to bring love and beauty into my life and work where I want to work and all that good stuff. It has not happened without effort, I will say, but I'm grateful to be where I am. And so if you have been a part of the birthday celebration, I am grateful for you. I also tried 2 treatments. A young lady, Tisha, yes, all the love. I hope that you enjoyed your birthday too, Miss Tiffany. I tried 2 treatments. Tisha Love, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She's in Charlotte, Ayurvedic practitioner. She does yoga classes. She does all type of wellness therapies. And so I can't pronounce the stuff. I know one of them is Shirodara, where you lay back and they drip this warm, scented, seasoned herbal oil onto your head, and it just relaxes you, gets rid of anxiety. It just, when I tell y'all, that thing was amazing. And she did this herbal body scrub, where she puts the, like, just dripping warm oil all over your body, and then put the salt and the herbs together, and it was like a massage at the same time. I was in there snoring down, okay? But it was amazing. And so if you're going to be in Charlotte, I highly, highly recommend that. She has lots of other treatments that are, again, like beauty infused with healing. So that was great. Treated myself to that for the birthday. So yeah, that's all the birthday stuff. The weekend worked. It was great. I want to start off by talking a little bit. I'm not going to go in depth with this, but because what I'm seeing on my timeline a lot is Lil Nas X. Now, I don't know what y'all have to say. Feel free to share your thoughts. Again, I'm not going to get too deep into it because I like to keep things positive, but he has a new video where there's a lot of satanic symbolism. He also did a shoe with, I don't know, I'm assuming that it's Mischief, MSCHF, did a collabo with them on a Satan shoe. And Nike has now since sued them, for trademark infringement and like going hard with basically saying like, we did not have anything to do with this satanic shoe. And so Lil Nas X tends to use a lot of comedy and shade, in his posts responding to this. And he says that it is all because, Christians have gone hard at him about being gay. I do know that this particular brand that he collabed with as well, they did a Jesus shoe in 2019, I believe it was. So here's to being fair and balanced, I guess. I will say this. I think it's sad enough when you see someone who feels so unworthy that they do what they feel worthiness looks like, and they, it can cause a huge distraction to other people. And, again, before we know it, we're all talking about devil worshiping, and is that really what it's about? Like, at the end of the day, that's his choices and what he chooses to do with his time, his energy, his efforts. I'm not going to spend my whole time talking about Lil Nas X. Good morning, love. I think it's unfortunate that he felt and feels that unworthy, that he has to attach himself to something so negative and so, make his platform about that. So anyway, I want to get into sharing some tips and some things that help me he needs a hug. He needs a whole lot, and a hug from a therapist, possibly. We just have to be really careful what we're using our platforms for. And again, I just find it sad that, you can't, at a certain point, you can't blame that on Christians. People are going to come for you, especially when you have purpose in this world. And so if that's what you think worthiness looks like, sweetie, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. But anyway, so in my meditation this morning, Oprah, good morning. Oprah was talking about I'm doing the Oprah Deepak challenge, or 21 day. They do these kind of seasonally. If you guys ever participate in that, they're absolutely amazing and they're free. And so she started off talking about how she used to mimic Barbara Walters when we're talking about worthiness and feeling unworthy or not knowing what worthiness even looks like. And so she was saying that she started off in her career always wanting to mimic Barbara Walters. And she was just trying to always sound like Barbara Walters. And eventually she realized that she sounded like a much better Oprah than she did a Barbara Walters, you know. And one quote that she shared this morning, I had to write it down. I thought it was really deep. She said, "You deserve more than secondhand experiences." You know, and I'm like, yes. You know, like, everybody is born worthy. That's why you're here. You know, you're born with purpose. Whether the whole world comes against that purpose or not, you have to know that you are worthy. And it's, you know, again, it's a struggle on a daily for many of us to feel like our life has purpose and that we mean something and we mean something to someone else. And so I've really found some surefire ways that have helped me, you know, to continue to stay the course in purpose and in, again, just that daily practice of like, no, I'm fucking worth it. Like, that's it. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Again, it's not easy, as I was sharing in the beginning about being 40 and feeling really good about where I am in my life. I've had to really fight to feel that way. And so I want to share some tips with you guys that have just helped me, like I said, stay the course. And maybe Lil Nas X will get him a little piece of it one day and at one point. I don't know, because, honey, devil worshiping ain't it. It ain't it. So anyway, number one, having a spiritual source is key. I'm not going to... I personally am a Christian. That's what I subscribe to. I am a person who is very well aware of all spiritual sources, and I take and I pull from every single one of them. There is a common thread, you know, that's in there. So it doesn't matter. I'm not telling you to go and be a Christian, but what I am telling you is that, and out of my 40 years, life is gonna hand you some shit. Okay. And so if you don't have something that you believe in and tap into that grounds you and that gives you some guidance, and that at times, because it's not about having something physically in front of you. Sometimes what's in front of you is not even real, or it's not something you can do anything about, or something that you want to even be dealing with. You know, so again, having a spiritual source just helps. You know, it's something that you believe in more than you believe in self, you know. For me, you know, reading the Bible every day, it gives me guidance. It tells me what to do. It tells me that I'm not the only person who's going through these things or have ever gone through these things in life. It's just stories, you know. So having that spiritual source is absolutely key. I talk to tons of people all the time. People who are at many different phases and believe in many different things. I don't judge, but I tend to it's just much easier to get distracted, you know, when you don't have that spiritual source. And I find that those people tend to be less, what's the words I'm looking for? I definitely don't want to offend anyone, but they just have a harder time, again, digging into that worthiness, into discernment, and feeling like, again, like, even if the whole world is against you, you have to know, you know, that this higher power, this source is for you, and that you're here for a reason. So anyway, that's number one. Number two, be a giver. Give freely of your money, your time, your effort, and your energy. You gonna get what you give in this world. So be a giver. You can't expect, and again, that's why, just tapping back into Lil Nas X, it's sad to see that someone would need to do all that to feel worthy. It's sometimes it's very sad to see, even when people storm the Capitol and all these terrible things that we hear about. For somebody to feel, it means that you haven't been given to. It means that you don't know how to give. Because you think that you have to steal it, or that you have to do something low vibrational, basically, to feel worthy for yourself. So be a giver, so you know what it feels like to get. Again, my birthday has been amazing. Lots of people have gone out of their way to make me feel good, to make me feel loved. I'm grateful for that, and I like to feel like I'm a person who gives the same thing. I feel worthy of those things that I get. I don't feel entitled, but I do feel worthy. And so, be a giver. You don't always have to make a whole lot of noise about what you're giving. Just do it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Number 3, eat well. Cook your own food as much as possible, or find resources with really quality food. And I say that, clearly I love to eat. You see it. It's not about being particularly vegan or being, just eat well. It makes a difference in how you feel. It makes a difference in your health. It makes a difference in just what you are, again, feeding your body to sustain your life. That's what you really have to think about. Make sure your food is delightful and beautiful. And dining is one of my favorite experiences in life. Again, it makes all the difference in terms of how the skin is looking, how the body is functioning. And so it's important. Again, lots of us don't have time, and we don't, but again, we're worthy. You're worthy enough to cook yourself a meal, or take some time to sit down and eat something decent. It makes a difference. It makes all the difference, honestly. So as a beauty professional, I can tell you very keenly too that food is 90% of it. A lot of what we deal with in the body, in the skin is just an organ in the body, is allergic reactions to food. So, and if you're not taking that in, then how do you expect to feel good? How do you expect things to be functioning right? So eat well. That's number 3. Number 4, some people are gonna fight me on this one, but I believe wake up early, get in front of the day. I try to listen to a lot of different people, different celebrities, Oprah, Deepak Chopra, freaking, I don't know, Anna Wintour. I listen to just about anybody's documentary. Western people, NASCAR people. It doesn't matter. A lot, you will see a common theme in their success is people who get up early, and those who believe in meditation. Taking a few moments in the morning, to again connect to that source. Thank you. Good tips. Good. I hope they are helping and will be helpful. These are things that I genuinely do every single day myself. And I truly, again, believe in it. I try to be a walking manifestation of it myself. But yes, get up early and get in front of your day. And everybody that I know that I have, shared something with over the years, I do find again that there's that trend that they eventually start getting up earlier, even if that's not what they intended to do. There's nothing wrong with being a night owl. Some people don't sleep much at all. I do believe that sleep is important, but yeah, get up early and get in front of your day. It's something about the wee hours, and that early morning magic hour that is, I can't really explain it. You just have to experience it to know. it just really, really helps. Helps you, eat better, work out, whatever you plan to do. Get in front of the day, not behind it. You don't want to be chasing it all day long. I don't see how people who stay in bed all day make money. But anyway, that's me. So yeah, meditate, work out, pray, strategize, whatever. Get in front of the day. Get up early. And then number 5, which is the last tip, is to be quiet. I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. But yeah, talk less, listen more. Some of these things I've shared in the past, but they're always good. They're always good reminders. They're classic tips. They're classic things that I do, and most people do all the time. I'm not saying anything new or anything that anybody else hasn't said. I'm just saying it my way. Yeah, stop giving people opportunities to distract your vision. And, again, when you're connected to that higher power and that source, let God confirm your decisions, more than you let the people around you particularly confirm those decisions. I think that, again, I don't tell people shit these days until it's done. Because again, you can really allow people's energy to come in, and they don't always intentionally do it. Again, we're all influenced by different things at different stages of life. And so I'm just a lot more quiet, like I don't share everything. I don't need people's validation in that way. I like to make sure that my decisions are really rooted and based in, again, my own worthiness, my own, what's important to me, what my values are. And so, you don't got to talk about it too much. You really don't. Have your confidants, those people that you share with that, again, are in alignment with your values, your goals, your character. But still take it all with a grain of salt, and just be quiet, Even this whole thing with Lil Nas X, it's like, you're talking too much, you know what I mean? But I think, some of that also comes with age and just maturity and doing things wrong, making mistakes, failing enough. So yeah, you don't have to share everything so much, especially these days and time. I think the younger generation really has grown up with social media in a different way. And so again, to see that he is just willing to attach himself to something that just has such negative connotations, it's just like, wow, all that for some likes, all that for a little chatter, that's what you need to feel worthy. Interesting. Interesting. You can have it all. Again, you have to be careful. You have to be careful about what you're aligning yourself with. So anyway, those are the 5 tips. I'm gonna share my wild thought of the day. I'm just thinking about how, again, in this meditation, I think the last message was, you are finally free from the past. And too often we live in the past, I'll just read this. Privacy is important. Everyone doesn't need to know everything. There are lots of decisions that I will say, recently, especially in the last year of my life, even with my parents, even with friends, I decided not to share certain things. And I think that was probably the best thing that I did. Not because I'm trying to be secretive or, but it's my business. You know, it's what I'm going through, and my source is helping me work through it. You know, and once it's worked through, because it's gonna get worked through, because it always does. Then you can tell people when you've come out on the other side. By the time I share these things with you guys, I've been through God knows how much shit. You know, like, I don't, again, you just have to be careful with how you're using your platform. And that's actually what the Wild Thought is about. So let me just share that really quickly. It says, be responsible with the power of your platform. Try not to be so addicted to response that you are willing to post something negative daily. You know better, so do better. Again, sometimes people want just so much attention that they're just willing to share negative things on a daily basis, or only the bad news, because that's the things that people attach to. And again, to be a person who tries to use their platform for positivity, again, the shade room is going to get a lot more attention. People love to hear about people's drama. Misery loves company. It just does. So, you know, again, it's a way of giving. That's what I was saying about one of the tips is, you know, to give freely, even if it's of your energy or your time or your positivity. That's what you're going to get back. If you're out here just sharing negativity all the time, what do you expect? What do you expect? You may not even know what positivity looks like. So when you experience it, you don't know, because you're not used to that language. You're not used to that, you know, that vibe and that vibration. You know, some people literally don't know positivity. And that's why I was saying it's actually sad what Lil Nas X is doing. It's sad. I ain't scared about what's happening with the children, and you know, that person can't influence but so much when you are instilling things again in your children, you know, your world, your platform, whatever that may be, however big or small it may be. So just be responsible, because your power is worthiness, whatever you want to call it. You have something to give to the world, and you have to be responsible with it. Whether anybody else thinks it's worthy, whether anybody else thinks it matters, what you have to say, any of that, you know, just be responsible with it. Do your thing. Do you, boo-boo. So, anywho, that's my thoughts today. I'm gonna try to go ahead and get a workout in. He is hungry for that Old Town Road attention he got last year. I mean, you know, some of us, sometimes people's purpose is to do like this one thing, you know, that a lot of people don't get their flowers while they're here. It's okay. It's okay. You never know. Again, that's why I put my thoughts out here, because I don't know when in time, you know, they may have value, you know, or a much bigger value. It's not going to stop me because I'm not getting a certain level of response. And I get quality response. I mean, that's what I care about. But anyway, yeah, that's him. I personally, again, I got enough going on in my life of things that I want, that I looked at the Lil Nas X stuff and I'm like, okay, it didn't strike me to the point where, you know, people seem to be really, really affected and upset by it. And it's like, that's his life. That's his business. So anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, again, I'm grateful for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Share the love with someone else. I will say this. So my friend and I Miracle, she's not here right now in the conversation, but we are doing a podcast. It is called The Overflow. It is the after conversation of Tea and Wild Thoughts. So I will be sharing that. You guys will check that out. I'm sending it out to the email list this week. Hold me accountable for that. And so yeah, check that out. We're gonna be chatting it up. Just two black women, you know, in our 40s, living this life and doing our thing. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. We were college roommates, and so it's a lot of fun. And yeah, so I hope that you guys have an amazing Tuesday. I hope these tips help. I will see you next week, God willing. All right, y'all. Peace.